Hey, can you let me up? Thanks.
Floyd.
4.
Oh, that's neat. I like that. That's pretty smart. Okay, stop recording me. Okay. Sure, will do. Okay, bye. 10 minutes. Meet him at the front door. It's my maintenance guy, even though I do a little maintenance myself. Apartment number again? What was that? 20? Okay. Oh, okay. No problem. Alright. Gotta find my way around this place. Be prepared to shut that off really quickly if anybody's coming. It's illegal. It's illegal when you're down. It's illegal. Even that's illegal.
They haven't done the parking lot yet, have they?
No, that'll be right at 3:30. About 20 more minutes.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care. Take care. Gotta go down to the basement. No, I gotta go up to my apartment. Okay. Let's see which way we go. Good. We're going up. I was afraid if we went downstairs we'd see people. I'm the building manager now. Superintendent if you want to be a fucking asshole about it, but building manager is me.
you imagine if somebody answered? It's my apartment. Hi, honey, I'm home.
She and a friend walked on the shore of 15th Avenue in Milton. Mitchell now faces at least 5 years in prison.
That's just delicious looking, but they collect bacteria fast, so I'm just going to throw it out in the garbage here. Give me my piece. This isn't my favorite kind. It's the kind I never buy, but it was a gift. Thank you. Let's see. That's good. From here on out, it's better.
Get out your grace, light your goals. September's here and I'm getting old. You got a way to remember my sins, maybe because of my lack of innocence. If I went to New York, should I be worried? This town is bringing me down and I feel buried. If you got a day, I can't believe. My mind is ready to go, but my heart won't leave. My mind is ready to go, but my heart won't leave. My mind is ready to go, but my heart won't leave.
I have demons, and that's what I always refer to them as. For addiction-wise, those are my demons. Like, I don't know, I don't mean to laugh or anything, but I just, in my life, drugs and alcohol are my demons. Even smoking a cigarette's one of my demons, really, because all of them, it's just shit in your body. It's nothing but maintaining you in a state that you learn to be in. It fucked everything up, absolutely everything else that I wanted to do. Forget it. Look, the whole thing with drugs and these things that bring you to a quicker avenue, a way quicker avenue, and a more exciting avenue of yeah, I'm writing a fucking tune. Yeah, or you're so concentrated on it. All that stuff is short fucking lived. It's so short lived. Where I live and my whole life, not to involve people that do that, because I know that's my demon. When Jacob was born in 2004, I held him. I was the first person besides the doctors to, make sure he's a healthy baby and everything. But I talked to Jacob. I didn't talk to him. But Jacob is the life. I want a really good life for Jacob. He is my best friend, and he's the funniest person I've ever met in my life. I want him to be proud of his dad for things that his dad has done. But I want Jacob to understand he's going to know my past, and I don't mind that. He needs to know that. I love my son with all my heart. Hello there, my old friend. Do we meet again when I'm 31? You got a daughter and a son, and I'm fine. You take your time, you don't look back. You got a lot on your mind, and I got the time. Did you hear about my life back at home? And I'm alright and I'm okay with that. Hello there, my old friend. So we meet again when I'm 31. You got a daughter and a son, and I'm fine. My dad worked in the Northwest Territories, which is now called Nunavut, or whatever. He worked on a little tiny island way up in the north, the lead zinc mine called Little Cornwallis Island. Anyways, Dad's life, he started up working in the north when I was in kindergarten. So that was 1981 or 1982, yeah, probably 82. And he was gone for 2 months at a time, and then he would come back for a couple weeks or more, but that's the way our life. There was many Christmases where Dad didn't come home, and I remember some where he did come home. But at the same time, my dad affected my life because he taught me work ethic, which I never listened to because, you know, I'm a musician, right? Since my dad has passed, I really feel empty and just a soft sort, like a little part of my heart is just actually it's still there with him, but, and it sounds selfish, but like I get up and I'm like, there's something work-wise that I want to do. My dad was a tradesman, jack of all trades, master of none. That's a quote from him. He probably stole it from somebody, but anyways, he always, I could call him up and be like, Dad, what the hell is this? And he'd be like, oh yeah, that's, I'll come up next Tuesday. The morning when all kids are supposed to start back school, it's all happy time. Dad never woke up. Honestly, I still think about it today. You were always there for me. Now I'm free. Isn't it funny how I'm feeling the same when you are gone? I'm always no good and I'm not strong. Thinking when
He had a certain energy, but he was always very good. He was always very good. Kind of asked about playing guitar, and we had an old one around the house that had been there for years, and Don put some new strings on it, and he played with that and wanted to take lessons at school. And I said, well, maybe, next year if you're, still interested. So by the time he was 10, I guess he started in grade 5, he started lessons, and he just excelled. We had to take the guitar away from him at night. He'd be in bed playing the guitar, and we'd have to take it away. By the end of public school, his music teacher said, I can't teach him anything else. He's above me. Certainly didn't come from either one of us. There's no musical talent there whatsoever. Yeah, Don just knew a few chords on the guitar, but otherwise, and I mean, he can read a little bit of music, but mostly he just listens and he can play it. Truly, I want nothing more than for him just to be happy. Just want him to pick the right road and be happy. I really do. And music, I hope, always stays part of his life. It's his focus. It's his gift. You know, I hope that's always. And if it turns out to be nothing more than what he has right now, well, then that's okay.
Whenever we get together, we always laugh and we always have a good time. He has such a quick sense of humor. Like, I'm watching him because sometimes he'll have something in his head about a song or something, and he'll just start playing, and then it's just like, no, that's not right. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is it. And it's amazing to watch him, and just even with the comedy he does on top of that. It's incredible. You know, you're not just a brother anymore. You're like my friend. Like, he's the person I call all the time. He's the person who gave me a home when I didn't have anywhere to go and stuff. He let me stay with him. And we still talk about the good times we have. So he's got a good heart, and he'd do anything for you. So I think that sums up Erick pretty well. Like, he'd do anything for anybody. So, and he wouldn't really ask for anything in return. Right? So
his musicianship, he could really play the guitar. You know, and my father was a finger-picking guitar player, but my father played like Chet Atkins, right? So, which has got me onto the Tommy Emmanuel stuff right now. He played with a thumb pick, and it was just the right, just the straight-ahead Chet stuff, right? With that thumb, you know. Now, when Erick played, he didn't really play like a Chet Atkins style, but he played with his thumbs and his hands and his fingers, and he would also get that rhythm thing going. Sometimes he'd be beating his guitar, and you know, like as these pictures I'll show you, and you may want to take some of these pictures home. Like some of these pictures where he actually was there. He played with the band, right, and then he played on his own. And when he played on his own, that's when people really started to watch him, because this is what he started to do. Not only did he play the guitar and be musical, but he entertained. Like, so he had all of these things that he was doing, like this, for instance. Have a look at that. Like, people don't see that. That kind of a thing is very rare, that you can actually be talented, know how to play, and have some showmanship too, let alone his comedy stuff.
I'm like, why move into the 90s when I can ladies forever? Cause we gotta
talking to people who say they have the funniest friends in the world. Come on out here, Erick.
Schneepo. Wait a minute. I feel something coming on. It's backwards. Schneepo. Het nu hup. Het nu hup, matne. Fabi nubber schneep. Hup, matne. I'm sorry.
Now, did you really just say something? What did you just say backwards?
I said something about Chinese food and videotapes. I don't know. A song that I wrote about the Nintendo system.
And you do it in Adam Sandler's voice?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh, I love to play it. To play it every day. And God, I wish it would never end. Oh, how I love my Nintendo. My mother. Playing Super Mario 3. And God, I wish it would never end. Oh, how I love my Nintendo.
Thank you, Eric.
But I could see his potential was immense. You know, to be able to do what he did. I couldn't do what he did. You know, so that meant to me I was going, wow, you know, like I'd have to sit down and practice an awful lot to do what he did. You know, so I had an appreciation for what he did. I knew how good he was to do what he did, right? So he just stayed focused. And I think that's probably the biggest, the most important thing is to stay focused and not to lose track. And it's so easy to not be focused.
This native of Napanee, Ontario quotes Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Elvis as influences. He also enjoys writing and and singing his own arrangements, and performs at local coffee houses where he's always a hit. Please welcome Erick Turnbull.
see and hear. You've got to be, you've always got to be able to see more than you can do. Right? There's always got to be something on the horizon. You've always got to say, "Look, did you hear that? I wish I could do that." Or you always got to have something that you strive for. So if Eric, like what I was just saying right now, it's 7 years since I've seen him. In the last 7 years, if he was as focused in the last 7 years as he probably had been 7 years previous to me meeting him, like it wouldn't just be his, But like I say, there's so many stumbling blocks, right?
Erick Turnbull, and this is my audition tape for Our Lady Peace. Playing a lot of artists. I love the magic that was created on stage and playing for people. I was born in Napanee, Ontario. That's normal. I now live in Toronto. When I'm not eating and sleeping, I'm playing guitar. I've been playing guitar for 15 years. First experience with the guitar was my brother Doug was bought a guitar for Christmas. And I was spinning around the neck. This whole piece right here just off the guitar. And so I had this piece in my hand, and the strings were all still attached up here. So wonky looking. I remember my mom just looking at me being like, well, you've done it now. That's what you get for sitting on the guitar and spinning. You might as well play. But basically the first amp that I got here, that's how you get an early piece, and you tell them you got your own amp. I classify myself as a guitar slut. Actually, that's what I classify my playing as. I'm a slut. I'm a slut player because I play all sorts of music. Hey, here's some porno music. Very slowly.
I only know the Eric that came here and played the guitar and wowed me, and came down to the club and wowed all the people at the bar and put on a great show. And was a real happy guy and a nice guy to know. He wasn't full of himself or didn't have all that the airs that often accompany somebody that has you know that kind of talent. Right? He would always have that bond. Right? He could do whatever he wanted. Whatever, but we would always be able to pick up the guitars and play, and we would always be able to have that bond.
song there, but the one I really wanted to play was this one. Have you tried to figure out a distance? And have you carried the weight of all your biggest worries in your mind? Have you stayed close to home for reasons? You know I've seen you cry, 'cause in our world we both know that we die. Wish distance, and have you carried the weight of all your biggest worries in your mind? She wears a frown under her old smile. I wait for her, but I don't wait a while. Speaks to me in the afternoon. Believe I'm dreaming in the month of June. And everybody knows why she's green. A little ready for the brown hair and a pretty smile. She's got her looks upon. I wait for her, but I don't wait too long. Take my thoughts and pack them in. Believe I'm dreaming in the month of June. Everybody knows why she's green. A little red for the enemy. I think it was 1986 or 87, because I still have a lesson book of what my teacher wrote in. I remember seeing the dates. I got to dig that up. I think actually Mom has it, but I do remember my first guitar lesson with Ron Sheffield, who's still around, still playing guitar. He taught me was tick-tock. Because the way the system that he taught was the Hal Leonard guitar book, where they start on the first string, you learn all your few notes on the first string, you learn second string, and you're not doing anything up here. Well, at the end of the book, the very end of the first book, they have chord charts at the end. So you're basically just getting a picture of a little bit of the neck with the chord charts. It tells you where to put your fingers. So I saw one of the Aura Lee, which is mostly known as Love Me Tender. Love me tender, love me. It wasn't the first lesson, and it might have been around, I can't remember how many lessons, and I still have this note that we were on about the third or fourth page of the book when that... Well, I took it home that night, the book, and I went to the end of the book where the chord charts were, and I said, oh, that's, you can put your fingers up there. So instead of playing just like Elvis Presley, I could be strumming chords. Love me tender, love me true. I can't remember, it's simple chords. Love me tender, love me true. In the end of the book, he wrote a section to my mom of, Eric came in today and was playing chords from the end of the book, and how impressed he was pretty blown away by it, and saw that I was getting into that work, and it just snowballed from there because I worked harder and harder and harder on it. That's the only thing I really ever focused on. School. That's just a way to get in the way of guitar playing.
Supreme talent. I've heard a lot of different people play. I've been in a lot of different venues. I have a lot of musicians as friends, and that talent is, it's a gift, and I just hope that he'll always use it. And
don't use drugs on school property. Or at home. Fired up.
Hey, Brad. Hey, the sound. Where's the road? The news. From the news. 9 lives. 10 size.
It was supposed to be my big school speech, but I was supposed to do it.
Stay at school. It's the rule.
And I was going to get AC/DC to come.
That was one comment that came out of it, that he just was so good, and that they felt that he didn't even really know how good he was. And they loved his sense of humor, of course, and the idea of him combining his humor with this amazing talent was what they enjoyed the most, and the fact that he can play anything. 2 of the kids are fiddling around with guitar now, just because of his visit. And another kid has asked for a guitar for Christmas. Passing it along, right? Giving something to someone else through his gift. I want him to shine. I don't want this to be hidden anymore.
Music to me is a way to be creative, a good way to relieve stress, and just a way to have fun. call it. Bink, 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 bink. In fact, any title I think of sounds not at all. Like, I'm just going to call it, like, here you go. I do want people to feel emotions from them. And I feel emotional when I write. Like, you know, not to sound hoity-toity or anything. Or I feel emotions when I write. But I do. I mean, that's why you don't do anything without a payoff, right? If I sat here and wrote songs and it didn't do anything for me, then I probably wouldn't write. Hey, now the folks dark in blue. You know that it's true. And don't you spend your days away from me. I felt it in my heart eventually. 'Cause I'm your best friend and your daddy.
Inspires you to write those kinds of songs?
Women. She's all about herself again. She never seems to wanna win. Everything is magical in her heart. Daytime showers, nighttime hours, I'm there. Take my money, I'm your honey, I don't care. St. Louis seems like a dream. Am I going in or out of my head? And you really wanted to be with me. Am I going in or out of my head? Never trust in yourself again. Never could see myself ever being with you. Now I'm lost. Daytime showers, nighttime hours, I'm there. Take my money, you're my honey, and I don't care. St. Louis seems like a dream. Am I going in or out of my head? something that will make me accepted.
When you're writing these songs, and if you have that top of mind that you want people to like what you're writing or like what they're listening to, is it truly you?
That's a good question. It's only in recent years. Well, no, that's a lie. Back in the basement when I recorded a bunch of 4-track stuff that I have, and they're more like diaries, and they're all there. It was to, write songs for myself, and I was experimenting, but I also wanted other people to like them too. But I guess I want other people to like them, but I like them first and foremost. I've written songs that people say, I don't like that, or nobody's ever asked me to play it again. They're like, oh, that's neat, whatever. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't care, because I'm like, that is a great song to me. That is a hit to me. Come down late last night, I am fearing, does anyone know what it's all about? I say I'm crazy. I made a call to an old friend, but he wasn't home, so I drank my gin, and I am naturally and fully alive. It's my life, I figured it out for the very first time. I am believing, and I am breathing, 'cause it's my life for the very first time. I am me. The geniuses, I'll be in the shadow of geniuses. Oh, getting up the kinks. I started playing, when I always wanted to play, but I started when I was 10, and I went from there. I worked ahead, but maybe I had a natural ability to catch on, but there was so many hours of practice. You don't just, anybody who's any good at anything, put in the time. Anybody that's just naturally good is an idiot savant. I'll be picking till I'm 60, 100. It'd be great to be retired. Old dude just playing guitar. It'd be awesome. But I don't know. Gotta get my health back on track.
capture your soul, but I knew you loved someone. Maybe the winter has made you cold. Maybe the years have gone and made me old. I tried to capture your soul, but I knew you loved someone. Come on, baby, take my hand. Come on, baby, we'll be able. Hey, you may not recognize me from anything special, but Disco Fridge is just the newest thing in the wave of everything. Every time I open up my fridge, it's a permanent party. Do I want a Pepsi? Do I want a Hellman's? Do I want a French's mustard? Oh, and everything goes around. It's a permanent party. Party fridge. Alright, that's something I've been working on. Okay, I wanted to look where my... That's important, I know where that is when I'm keeping up. Everything's better now. It evened out in the evening. Here's an old one that I wrote, but I'm gonna change the keys on the first. Bling, bling, bling. Get lost in the music. You cry hard, 'cause they played this at my funeral. It's just a funeral. You don't have to be sad. That's right, it's just a funeral. No reason to be sad. There's no reason to be sad that I'm gone. It's alright, well I sing this song. You
try hard. You try hard with me. It's okay to laugh and giggle a little bit because it's a fucking funeral. It's alright. Hi, Mom. What are you filming right now? Hey, you want some pickle juice on your head?